Flosstube.
Greetings!
I'm Laura.
Hi, Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
Welcome to the hello to all our returning subscribers. Hi, and apologies to all the new people here. You get used to it. This here is a floss tube. Here we talk about cross stitch. Need work. It's fun. Yes, I do it too.
It's good times. It's good times. How are we all today? It is Sunday, July
12.
12th.
On me?
Oh, it's right there on the computer. I was looking at my phone. Yes, we are filming on Sunday. We are looking at a house tomorrow night. Coming home, grabbing the dog, and vacating our house for 15 minutes to a half hour so that somebody can tour our house. And we just kind of thought, that's going to be a little bit much to try to film.
I'm not filming floss tube at 8 o'clock at night. It's 8:30 actually.
It's 8 o'clock at night. But I think it's going to be a little too much tomorrow.
We might also be doing paperwork tomorrow, so God knows when we're going to be done with that.
There's a good chance we're doing there's a good chance we're doing paperwork tomorrow because we both really like this house that we're going to look at tomorrow.
We just have to see if she hits her head.
So it has a good promise. We've toured several that had decent promise.
And some that were like, oh
some that
my
I was wondering
God.
where the bodies were buried.
And the other one, I wish I was kidding when I say that our walk-in closet has more square feet than their bathroom.
Yeah, that one had good promise, but that bathroom.
Like, if you take the closet, two of our closets, that's about the same square footage. I had a closet when I was a kid, not counting the toilet. It was the same amount of square footage as that where the toilet and the bathroom sink were.
So,
That small.
It's been a busy week. It actually hasn't been a busy week. It was a hot week.
Honey, we got all this stuff to put the house on the market.
We got the house on the market on Tuesday.
Yeah, so that was part of the week. And I was very busy Monday and Tuesday.
So.
And earlier today.
Yeah, today was bad.
I'm sorry. The dog is licking herself and stopped half lick.
Crazy dog. Crazy husband. I live in the crazy house.
Crazy wife. Don't let her fool you. She drove me this crazy.
You were this crazy when I met you.
No, I wasn't.
Anyways, so it's been a week. It's been hot here this week. It stormed Friday night and rained Saturday morning. Rained the whole time we were setting up for market on Saturday. We being me and my mother, because he's been home for several weeks taking care of the house stuff. Had to take the dog to the vet to get her nails trimmed on Saturday, because the vet is only doing nail trimmings on Saturday mornings.
Luckily, we A, have a dog that's real easy to deal with, and B, they're very prompt and nice. So it was legit. It took me a lot longer to get there than it did. It was 5 minutes. I was done.
Yeah.
I got there 5 minutes early, and the dog was back in the vehicle by the time I was supposed to be there.
And unfortunately, the poor dog just needed her nails clipped tonight. We had to get back. Yeah. So.
When your dog yips because she lands too hard on the ground and she goes down the steps, you need to trim the poor thing's nails.
Yeah.
But she was actually limping for a second until she figured out, wait a minute, it doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah. Well, probably smarted for a minute.
Great. Yeah, I've jammed a nail. I know you have.
I have. So, it's kind of been a week here. Been an interesting week.
We've had one viewing and we're having another one tomorrow. We are making progress on the whole let's get the heck out of here thing.
So, for those of you who are interested, Myth and Magic update. We're a bunch of dumbasses. Pardon my French.
Language! What is Squeak's gonna think?
I know, I'm sorry, Squeak. We got hit with baby opus yesterday.
Explain.
Baby Opus is an attack that villagers can stitch. They have to stitch like 150 stitches, and they get a Baby Opus, which is 100 damage. So we got one early in the day yesterday. We got one early in the Baby Opus day. And we healed that. And then we got one at the very end of the Baby Opus day, which was about 7 o'clock my time last night. And then we all forgot about it until about a minute after the Overlords finished going through our album for the sweep, and which was an hour before our Baby Opus damage expired. We died from Baby Opus damage. We were the first team to die from Baby Opus damage. Proud of that fact. And we all think it's hilarious. Because we're all like, oh my god, I can't believe we did that. And all of us forgot. All 5 of us. All 5 of us forgot. Whoops.
I got another record for you.
What?
I think this is our longest intro.
This is our longest intro. Let's talk some love we got.
See if anybody actually answered. Okay, Renee, Lynn, Bridget, Lynn, Andrea, Glenna, and who's your apple? Nobody made comment about what random stitch they found.
Yes, Glenna did. Glenna said she found a whole bag of patterns that were in her stash, and she found it 6 months after the fact.
That's why I was reading.
Lots of people, couple comments about the about my Missing in Alaska podcast. For those of you who didn't last to the end of the video last week, because I know some people don't like the plans segment, so I kind of try to. It's part of why I put the timestamps in there. So if you want to skip around, you can. I have been listening to a podcast called Missing in Alaska. It is about the 1972 plane crash that killed Congressman Hale Boggs and Congressman Nick Baggage, a congressional aide. I think it was a Baggage congressional aide, and the pilot, and the whole pile of crazy that surrounds that. They've never found the plane. And there's a whole pile of crazy that surrounds that. There's a whole pile of crazy that surrounds that. And if you go and you listen to the podcast, you need to send me a message because I need somebody to talk about the crazy with. So, and
Got it!
A couple people talked about the announcement for the retreat in
And the
April.
Zoom one.
And the Zoom one. And we've got reservations for both of those are open.
And before you even start, money for the Zoom one is for one, paying for the Zoom channel because we haven't paid for one, and two, we're having prizes and shipping them people. And if you've ever not gotten Prime on an Amazon order, you know how bad shipping can get.
Yes.
And this would be a quarter.
Yeah, somebody in the retreat group was like, why are we paying money to watch you stitch? And I'm like, so I had to kind of explain, we're going to use Zoom, and we're all going to see each other stitching. And I have a bucket full of stuff that I had gotten for the 2020 retreat. I'm going to give a few things away over the course of the retreat. So I kind of need a little bit of funds to help pay for the Zoom. Really more to help pay for the shipping on the stuff I'm sending. So.
And the stuff itself, which we're actually basically donating at this point, because we did it a lot more per person for goodies.
Yeah.
Than didn't involve shipping.
Yeah.
We try to recoup what we can. It's like clearance, okay?
Ryan here. So, all right.
Oh, fair warning, she wanted to do this while I'm giddy and weird.
He is giddy and weird and woohoo! All right, let's talk whips. Whips.
Woohoo! Whips. I have whippage. I have things to show. I have made a milestone. May I go?
You're always first up there, homie.
Picture this. This is on 16 count. Picture this plus thunderstorm. It is ink circles, dragons of Sumatra. Now you see this border part and then the stuff in the middle. Now you see this border part, which I haven't gotten to the middle yet.
Look at this border part. Look at how far he's come, people.
You see, I finished this corner here. This entire line here. And then this stuff here. And I was in the middle of it, and I got to the point where I had to start a new skein. And I'm like, you know what? We'll break and do that, because that's a bit of work.
The colors on this are flipping amazing.
And does it go great with probably the only fabric I'm using that you didn't dye?
Yeah, I just, the colors on this are amazing.
The patterns are awesome too. And you know what?
And it's one skein of floss. It's DMC Art 115.
And no adjustment.
It's amazing.
It first time go, I have been so anal about it, it perfectly lined up. This flipping big, and I went around in 2 different directions, and they met up perfectly.
Spin me right round, baby, right round. Okay.
I feel like the people that build a bridge from either side, and when they get to the middle, it actually fits. It is such a relief. Because I was so afraid I messed something up.
But you met in the middle.
It is happy.
I got another song reference that could go with meet in the middle, but
You start walking I start walking your way.
you start walking mine. Okay.
We meet in the middle.
Anybody finish that song lyric?
Any more and we'll get flagged. Even though we don't monetize, and we're not big enough to monetize. So guess what? When you meet in the middle.
Okay. I don't know if I showed you my finished stitches for. I can't show you a bulk of what I've been stitching again. Sorry. I am working on a project for a friend. She knows she's getting something, but she doesn't know what, and she watches these videos, so I'm going to show y'all. So I'm done.
And let's just say she actually involved me in helping pick things out.
Yeah, I had frog part of it. I've got frog another part of it, but it's like maybe 10 stitches that I had frog with it. Okay. So I used this to fulfill a prompt where I had to stitch on something that tucked me in at night. And that was like a 300 stitch prompt thing. I'm not quite done with the third elf, but it got most of the third elf done. This is on 14 count Mountain Rose by Silk Weavers.
The elf either has great balance or is about to have a very bad day.
I think he's got great balance. I have to do a little bit of adjusting because my second floor is shorter than my first floor. Don't ask. I think I'm just going to put presents on the shelf in the toy room or in the workshop room rather than the toys that won't fit.
Stupid question. Can you frog the shelf and lower it down?
Nope. I thought of that before I put the shelf in. So, that was that. Then I had to stitch on something that would go fast because July's monthlies are amusement park themes. I think I'm spending most of July just focusing on the monthlies because I just want to. This week's themes that were announced on Friday, it's catch-up week, so, you know, you can pick up prompts that you missed if you want. I'm just going to focus on the monthlies. Lynn actually made this comment in her comment, mentioned this in her comment. She's thinking about focusing on just the monthlies in Daily 30. Daily 30 is a closed group, by the way. You can't get in. If you want to, send me a message, and I will send you and I'll get a hold of you if she has openings.
If that if is the
That is
size
a
of
big
the Empire
if.
State Building.
But Lynn is in the group, and she was talking about focusing on just the monthlies. And I actually had been thinking about that as well, and maybe filling in with the weeklies when I really like the weekly prompts or the weekly themes, because I'm a bit overwhelmed with the group. I know we've been really busy with trying to get the house on the market. I have been inundated with masked orders because on Wednesday of last week,
You got to wear a mask around here now.
one of those days last week, the governor announced that he's not requiring a statewide mask mandate, but if our counties are ranked by level of COVID risk, and there's factors with it. So you have level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. If you're a level 3 or above county, masks are required. If we get too many level 4 counties, things may start shutting down again. There is no county that is level 4 right now in the state of Ohio. But I've had quite a few people requesting masks because Thursday, Lorain County, the county we live in, became a level 3. So as of 6 p.m. Friday, if we're out in public, we have to wear a mask until our level decreases. And that's going to be at least 2 weeks, they said. Cuyahoga County, which is a neighboring county, is a level 3, almost level 4, where he works.
Well, the only thing is, so all it means is I have an easier drive to work. I'm still going to work.
Yeah, I know. They were just
I'm
talking.
an essential business.
The news station that I watch posted a story this morning, or just this evening, about how would we feel if Ohio had to shut back down again. I'm like, honestly, I was working during the shutdown, and since the shutdown started, I have gone to work and gone grocery shopping and checked on my parents. That's about it. That is about it. That's about all we've done. There were, as things started to open back up, there have been a few more grocery store trips, but that can easily be cut down on. So, I've been inundated with mask orders. It's busy season for the Bath & Body business. I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed with trying to keep up with challenges, and decided
and if you're wondering, I've been doing most of the getting ready for the moving part because of it.
God bless this man over here, because he has been doing a lot of work getting this house ready to be on the market.
Let's just say I went from the realtor wanting to take no pictures of our basement to where they now take up a majority of the pictures of any other room.
So
I scrubbed, scraped, mopped, basically, and then painted all the walls, scrubbed the floor. I'm actually very good at scrubbing floors. I hate doing it. And then I had to scrub more crap. I got everything going.
So
this house has fought tooth and nail.
Yeah. It's been a little bit busy and overwhelming, and so I just dialed it back on the challenges, and I may just continue to dial it back on the challenges until everything else with life is not busy, and who cares, right? I'm the only person that really cares. Well, I'm sure there are other people that care.
Who runs that group again?
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Do I have to message that? Do I have to send my brother a message to go over to her house and get her to get you on your case?
Nope.
Because my brother lives close enough for him to do that. We actually went and met with her while visiting with my brother.
Yeah. Bless them.
We need to do that next time if we get up and visit him.
Yes. So the other project that I worked on that I can show you, I worked on something that goes fast. Well, big blocks of color go fast. So I busted out Main Street. I was working on the postal office.
Wellington.
I am converting Country Cottage Needleworks Main Street series to Main Street, Wellington, where I grew up, where my mom grew up. I am making it Main Street, Wellington of the 1950s and 60s. There are a couple things that are kind of taking liberties on for that time period, but the post office is over here by my head, and it is done. So as you can tell, keep coming my way.
I am. I'm letting you pull. You gotta keep pulling, dear.
I think we got it all stretched out. Of the 10 buildings, I have one left.
I have a challenge for you.
What?
From when we get an offer accepted on this house until we move, I want that house done.
Oh, I will fly
That
through
is
that.
45 days, by the way.
I will fly through that.
Yeah, but you want to know why I made that challenge? Distracting you.
Each house, each building has taken me approximately 5 stitching days to stitch on. Some of them have been a little bit more, some of them have been a little bit less.
Hasn't this been a 2020 finish?
This is not scheduled to be a 2020 finish, but it may be. It may be because I have a feeling Nativity is just not going to get done this year.
Oh, I'll make you get it done.
I
have evil ways. I could lose the box of every pattern and whip you have except Nativity.
And I won't stitch. We bought Nativity so we...
You got Nativity before I was around, I think.
No, if you would let me talk. We put an offer in on this house in December of 2011, and that's when I bought Nativity. The goal was to stitch those Nativity figures because they're soft. To stitch them up and finish them up, to have them for Christmases with our kids when they were little, so that they could play with the nativity figures and the story of the nativity, and make it very interactive for them. Obviously, we're not having kids, and we're selling the house that we purchased with the explicit intent of raising our family in.
Look who's back!
Semi's back. So there's a lot of emotions with the nativity project. And right now I'm just not in a headspace to do it, so it may not get done this year. The end. I think I had a couple ornaments that were on the docket to be finished before the end of the year that I don't have done yet. Maybe 1 or 2 more. And Santa House is on the to be finished list, which I like this Santa House. I like this project, but it's very tedious because there's a lot of color changes. The color changes make it look, and it's not tedious color changes like Nativity. They're small scenes, so you don't need a whole lot of stitches to make that scene. So it's not like 6 shades of green color changes, but there's a lot of color changes, and it makes it a little bit tedious. But I really do like that. So, needless to say, this isn't supposed to be a 2020 finish goal, but it may be.
Hey, honey.
And when I get it all done and fully finished, I will tell you the little story behind all of the different little figures. What, dear?
Confetti of a cloud. 50 Shades of Grey.
I got nothing.
I thought that was fun.
That is funny. So that's where we're at with the stitching. Like I said, I did 540 stitches on that, which finished it out. I did 504, 521. I did over 1,000 stitches on my secret project. I've done more on it today. I just don't have it recorded down because it's, yeah, not written down yet. So that's where we're at with our whips. No haul this week. Yeah, no haul this week. Let's, I guess, move on to plans. Plans?
House crap and dragons.
I don't know what I have left of amusement park week left, or amusement parks for the month left. Let's take a look, shall we? Stitch on either a cat or a rodent. Take a wild guess what amusement park that ties into. My project, my secret project, was something fresh. Suspended from the ground was something, was my secret project. Restarted or reusing something that was originally used for something else is a secret project. My most expensive whip. I know what that is. It's that Chatelaine. Stitch on a piece with something scary in the design. I can tie that into my secret project. I did stitches that can go fast. Something that moves something else. Did that one. One large motif or focal point with smaller ones surrounding it. I have to think about that one.
Suggestion?
What?
Cardinal points.
Yeah, that was my first one that jumped to my thoughts. And then something for charity. Something that was created for charity. I gotta look through what I have. I think I have one of the Australian wildfire charity charts. But I don't remember.
You do.
I'm sure I do.
I know you do. Because I asked you to get it. I thought it looked cool.
Which one was that?
I don't remember.
Okay. But yeah.
Oh no, it was like $2 or $3. I was like, get it.
The Australian wildfires were back in January. My brain is.
My brain will boot back up after the background changes. Honestly. With everything going on between getting this place out the door, getting another one, getting everything in this one, move to the other. Give me about 2 to 3 months, and then my brain will finally have processing power to spare.
I'll figure it out eventually. But, so that's my plans. Plan is there's no great plans. I mean, there's plans, but the plan is to work on my secret project as much as possible so that I can get it done and out to the person. Yes, dear.
My plans are to walk the dog. That's my immediate plans.
That's the immediate plans. Announcements.
Not stopping video for this one. We keep going. Okay. Go.
Announcements! So that I can have a good break because we didn't stop the video like we normally do. Can you all tell I'm tired? We don't normally stop the video for announcements. So that whole bit is staying in there.
Okay, my brain's all over right.
You guys love the bloopers.
You know what?
I hear all the time.
I hate the word. What?
From people who know me personally who are like, you guys are hilarious.
Well, that's because I'm not ashamed of the fact that I'm human. and I make mistakes.
Because
And if
what?
you got a problem with the fact that I make mistakes, look in the mirror.
So, what was I gonna say? Announcements. I mean, basically the announcements are, we already kind of talked about them. There is we're hosting a virtual retreat on Zoom, the first weekend of November. I don't remember what the days are. I think it's the 6th and the 7th.
Down below.
It is a $5 fee to help offset the cost of the Zoom room and mailing out prizes. Because I do intend to give outdoor prizes to anybody who comes. Just because I think that'll be
In
fun.
the States. Don't know about international. That might be a bit too much, dear. Like, I know even just going up to Canada becomes a giant nightmare. Plus, there's forms.
I'm gonna figure out something to ship to you international folk.
You want to know my advice for the international people?
No, because the people in Britain get hit with... I'm gonna figure something out.
About my advice?
What?
Call somewhere in Britain and tell them to ship it to them.
Maybe I'll do that.
Because that's what I do with my brother. If I have to get him something, I'll buy it locally from him so the shipping's less.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will find... Let me look into finding a couple places that I can purchase stuff from, like a gift card or something. Like Canada. Go ahead, Megan. Say it. Canada. Like Canadian, Great Britain, Australia. Because I have a couple Australian friends. Lisa, if you're watching. I don't think Lisa watches.
Who here looks at your body and goes, random floss?
Been there, done that.
Comment below.
Let me look into a few things. For international folks. And then April 8th, 9th, and 10th, we're supposed to be having an in-person retreat.
2021.
In 2021. Yeah, because April 8th, 9th, and 10th of 2020 have already passed.
Yeah, and my flux capacitor blew a fuse.
We're supposed to be having an in-person retreat.
I miss having the kitty while we're filming.
I know. It will be at the Shipyard in Lorain, Ohio. It is an independent event facility. There's not a hotel, quote unquote, associated with it. It sounds like in the group, the people that would like to book rooms are leaning more towards the hotel that's like a 3-minute drive across the bridge to...
The one they have a discount with is actually not the closest hotel.
The one they have a quote-unquote relationship with is not the one closest to the hotel. I will call the Ariel, which is the hotel that's really close to the event center, and ask about a group blocking rate.
And just so y'all know, we're going home.
We buy the house we're looking at tomorrow, it's actually going to be quite a haul to go home.
Not much more than this one, only 15 minutes further.
Yeah, we probably are going home, though, because...
Yeah, legit, the way to get home, it's literally just go down the road 15 minutes more from here, getting back from there. So, on the grand scheme of things, no. No, it's not that much.
It actually might be a little bit of a different route. But anyways, so that's that. The Lakeshore Retreat is the group for both the virtual and the in-person retreat. They're linked, but it's linked below. You will find details down there. You will find details in there.
What's this? What is this?
I am tired. I need to go take a shower and go to bed. And since I don't have to worry about getting as many stitches as I can as fast as possible, I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed early.
You were staying up for that dang grip?
No.
I was gonna say, I do not need some stitching thingy me bob denying you sleep.
No, I just find it absolutely... The thing of it is, we are all laughing at our own stupidity at that, because it is just one of those things where all 5 of us forgot. And we're all like, oh my God, we're so stupid. Oh my God, how could we do? Well, at least we went down with something noteworthy.
I'm waiting for the admins, but please remember to heal damage. I need
Funny
to go take
story.
my eye drops.
We're teamed up with two of the we're in an alliance with two of the admins this round, and that tells you right there. We were in alliance with two of the admins, and they didn't remind us because what's fair is fair. If we forgot, we forgot, and we forgot, and they're not going to change the rules even if we're in an alliance with them, which is what's fair, which is completely, absolutely, like, we were like, that's, we don't expect you to change the rules for us. We don't want you to change the rules for us. We're just laughing at ourselves.
By the way,
absolutely hilarious.
What is the name of it again, the spell?
It was called Baby Opus.
I think you guys should put baby in the name of your next clan.
We don't change our clan name.
You should. After this, you should.
We should. But anyways, well, we're not in charge of how our clan name is. We just kind of.
Oh, I'm pretty sure if you ask, they'll let you do that for that one.
But there's stuff on my computer screen, and it's driving me nuts because it looks like I've got stuff hanging out my nose. Random. That's all we have for this week. So, what do we want the people to do, honey?
Have a good night. Like, share, comment, subscribe, bell notification, dingy me bobby. If you watch YouTube, you know the spiel by now. No, I'm not putting it at the front of the video. I don't care.
I think we're both a little wound up tonight. This is going to be an interesting video for y'all.
Hey, today is the first day of a weekend where the only thing I had to do was go hang out with my in-laws for an hour.
It was great.
I had no scrubbing. I had no painting. I'm so sick of painting.
My dad has nicknamed our dog Band-Aid.
And then went straight to Johnson & Johnson.
And then, okay, so our dog's name is Bandy. He went from Bandy to Band-Aid to Johnson & Johnson, so that's not what he calls our dog. We had to take the dog with us today. It's entertainingly good times. Good times.
And we also found out the dog really doesn't give two craps about the cat. And their cat, who usually doesn't stick around for humans, let alone dogs, literally kept following the dog around.
They were at one point nose to nose. They were like this close. And I need to find out what our cat just crashed, because something just crashed.
So we will talk to y'all later.
So we're going to talk to y'all later.
Bye!